this lighter now. Hopefully that's like, it's not light. Shh. Hopefully that's. Hey, Unique. I'm just starting. Running late. What's up? Look like you the only one in here so far. Trying to get this light to work because do it look dark? Do it look like extra dark for some reason? Hopefully it don't look too dark. I'm trying to set everything right because usually it's a light that comes like across, but it's seeming like it's a little dark. Let me know how it's looking. If you in here, hit that like button. Yo, bro, what's the deal? What's the deal, y'all? We just starting. Okay, looks good. All right. We just starting. I appreciate if y'all hit that like button. We about to bust it up. We about to wrap real quick. It's been a little while since I done a live, so I just want to catch up and see what everybody has been up to. Before I forget, to any of the fathers out there, happy belated Father's Day. I haven't done a live in almost a month. Say 3 weeks. It ain't been no month. I'm gonna say like 3 weeks. So to any dads out there, happy belated Father's Day. Speaking of dads, I do gotta get a shout out to my daughter turned 18 today, y'all. Today. And I want to wish her a happy birthday. I know she's not watching, but certain things, you just gotta put out there. I want to wish my daughter a happy birthday. And when you hear about your kids having these birthdays and these ages, I don't know about y'all, but it makes me reflect on, damn, how old am I? If my daughter is 18 years old and it seemed like yesterday she was just 4, how old am I? Am I the only one of y'all that feel that way? Because I'd be like, wait, how old am I? And I wasn't no, not to be personal, but I wasn't no young dad. So it wasn't like I had her at 16 or 17, you know what I'm saying? Or I didn't have her, her mom had her, but you know what I mean. It ain't like I was 17. I was well into my 20s when she was born. And stuff like that just make you reflect on life. And damn, the years go by, man. The years go by. But I did want to say that. But we going to get into it, y'all. I'm going to get y'all up abreast on a few topics that we going to talk about. Yeah, it's a crazy feeling, right, Unique? It make you value life. It make you know that tomorrow ain't promised. And we are, you know, life is one of them things, man. It make you reflect on you. You know what I'm saying? But enough of that. I mainly just wanted to chop it up with y'all. I usually try to put a time limit on it, and I tell y'all, oh, I'm only gonna be on live for an hour, or I'm only gonna be on live for 2 hours. I don't know. I know this ain't gonna be no short live. That I do know because it's been a minute, and we gonna catch up on some topics. Um, Even though I haven't been live, I've been putting out plenty of content. And y'all know me, I like to get y'all live feedback of that content. For those of you that seen my videos for the past week, really it's the past 3 weeks. So really, I'm gonna keep it a buck. We can't possibly touch on every topic I touched on in the last 3 weeks. But what I will say is we're gonna touch on some. And then if I go live tomorrow or Tuesday, we'll catch up on the rest. And I'm gonna get to y'all comments. I do appreciate everybody for being in here. I would appreciate it more if y'all hit the like button because we're about to get started. We really are. Um, um, did anybody, before I get started, did anybody do anything extravagant last weekend for Father's Day? Anything? I didn't do a whole lot. I didn't do nothing actually. Well, I worked. I worked, and that was really it. The weekend of Father's Day, I did do my little uh, casino run, if you want to call it. But that's like a regular day for me. I ain't gonna lie. But that was nice. I didn't win anything, but just going and getting some fresh air and doing my thing. It was all right. But anybody do anything of significance for Father's Day? Um, Unique. What's the deal? Uh, we got Max in here. Oh, I appreciate you, Max. Yeah, man. I just try to bring it, man, the way I can, the only way I can. We got Max in the building. We got James. James in the building. Who else? Oh, you in Manchester, England? Is that Jamie? Jamie Hernandez. What's up from across the pond? I love to see when people is in different countries or whatever. So that's what's up. I'm glad you tuned in. Sega, what's the deal, bro? Colton in the building. Muhammad, what's the deal? Who is this? Leah? I'm sorry, or Lee or Leah. Thank you so much for posting because my parents had a divorce. Wow, bro. Or ma'am, I'm not even sure. It looked like you say your name is Leah, so I'm not sure. Correct me on that one. But I appreciate those kind words. I really do. And we're gonna get into it because you actually gave me a nice segue into what we're gonna start on and what we're gonna talk about right off the rip. Because let me get to the few other comments before I forget. Yep, Rich, what's the deal? My man Rich in the building. What? Come on, man. All right. On that note, yeah, what's the deal? Bro, you say you got a question? Before we really get in, because y'all know I could get long winded. And I don't want you to ask a question. I don't get to it for several minutes. So, what's your question? I hope it's a serious one. I don't recognize your name, bro. So we ain't doing no play. But what is your question? You about to be a senior in high school? Okay, that's what's up. That's definitely what's up. You gonna get to your question, or I'm gonna just start. Corbin, what's good? What's good? All right, y'all. So I touched on the topic earlier this week. Actually, it wasn't earlier this week. This might have been over the weekend. And I talked about how no, I am not going to college. All right, well, Mom, think you degrading your race by calling. Hold on. Your mom. Okay, this is a serious question, and I appreciate it. You say your mom thinks you degrading your race by calling out the um, the bad behavior in the black community. Well, that's touchy because this is your mom talking. So if you ask me, just if you take your mom out of it and we just talking man to man or woman to woman, y'all know me. I call out bad behavior all the time. Most of the time is with women, but I also call out bad behavior in the black community because I don't like it. Now, am I holier than thou? No. It's things that I'm working on with myself that I don't like about myself that I do currently. But when we talk about like the degeneracy nature and the buffoonery that we see that's going on in the black community, which it is some truth to, I'm not going to tell you, don't listen to what your mom say or what, not like that. But just in general, I think we need more people like you. I think we need more people to call out bad behavior in our community. That's just me being real. Now, I don't know what the relationship with you and your mom is, but just speaking man to man or adult to adult, I think we need more people calling out the bad behavior that we see every day. Hell, I don't know if y'all saw, and I'm not going to get sidetracked, but we talking. Y'all seen what happened on the Carnival cruise recently? That's bad behavior. And this is not a thing that don't happen often. It keep happening. It happened. What was it, last year around this time, where the Carnival Cruise put out a statement about not wanting certain things, loud music. Who you think that was for? That was for us, and I'm saying us, but I know it's white people and Asian people on this live right now. But I'm saying black. That's black people. So we need more people to stop thinking they're going to be an Uncle Tom. Now, it's one thing to be an Uncle Tom. It's another thing to be real and call out what you see. I always been the type to call out exactly what I see. Um, is there a lot of bad behavior going on in the black community? Yes. There's a lot of bad behavior going on in society, period. Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, whatever. But if we talking about black as a race, it is overboard and overblown. So my only advice, if that's what you're looking for, would be we need more like you. We need more people to call out all the nasty, degeneracy, the buffoonery, the reactionist, the ghetto-ness, whatever you want to call it. We need more of that. So I don't shun that at all because I'm one of those people. I might not scream it to the mountaintops, but people that know me know how I feel about our culture. And like I said, I'm not going to be a hypocrite about it because I feel as though I do things still in this 40 something year old man that I am. I believe that I still attribute to some. I ain't going to put myself too low, but I think I contribute to some of the buffoonery and degeneracy that has plagued the black culture. So I'm not going to be a full blown hypocrite, but when you see it every day and it's very prevalent in society, come on, we need more people to talk about, to point out that bad behavior. I really believe that. Enough people don't. Enough people, we always victimize or we oppress with every little thing. And I'm not going to get too deep into it because that's not what this live was about. But y'all know we speak on anything under the sun as long as it's um, logical, and that's one of them. Like we gotta keep it real, man. It's just too many people saying "boohoo" is us when we are our own enemies a lot of the times. And as far as not to make it too dark, but as far as the crime and stuff and the deletion of each other, we doing that to each other. So a lot of people like to say all this stuff about this and that, but we gotta sometimes look ourselves in the mirror and try to be better each day. Because, like I said, I'm a work in progress. I stand in front of delis too. You know what I'm saying? I ain't out there selling nothing, but I stand in front of a deli and smoke a cigarette after I just drunk a beer. I'll go to a casino and blow 1,200 like it ain't nothing. I still, and not saying those things make me an awful person, but what I'm saying is I'm no angel either. So for me to be like, oh, this is wrong, that is wrong, this is wrong, I can't do it to the highest extent, but real recognize real. You know, you get what you get what you put out in life, and more people need to understand that. Not just black people. You know what I'm saying? People need to understand. You know, you're gonna get treated the way you carry it, and turning the naked eye to the social problems, whether it's black or whatever. We need more people to be like, this shit ain't right. And that's why, I ain't gonna say that's why, that's one of the reasons why I make the videos I make. It ain't really about race, it's about society and the degeneracy and the downfall of women, because more people need to say it. See what guys do, I ain't gonna just put it on guys, what people do is sit back because they scared, they don't want to be labeled corny, where all the lies that women look at guys in that actually stand for something. And if a man say you doing too much, you're weird. Or if a man say you doing too much, he not gonna get no pussy. See, I'm not worried about getting no pussy because I get pussy off merit. So I'm not worried about what a chick think. If I say this, I'm not like, listen, y'all know me. I'm gonna keep it buck. I don't care about what people think of me, or what people perceive of me, or that's not the way, man. If I was doing this channel to get women, I'm doing it all wrong. Because I had a guy on my comment on my email say, "Well, I like what you're doing, but just know you're not gonna get no pussy with the subjects you." And I wanted to say, I'm not in this for no. If I was in this for yams, I would be the total opposite of what I preach. I would be a simp. I would be telling men y'all need to value these queens more. And who cares if she got a bad mouth? Who cares this? I would be bragging about money. I would be doing all the things that other guys on social media do to get women. No, I'm doing the total opposite. So if I wanted yams and women's attention, I damn sure wouldn't be talking the way I talk. I had to tell him. He laughed. He was like, "No, I wasn't serious. It was a joke." But I still had to let him know, like, "Nah, I'm not trying to get no women. Like, this ain't that. This is me trying to better us and give awareness and give that education, because I do believe outside of the simps, there's a lot of men that really don't know. And it ain't always young bulls. I know 39-year-old men that just ain't been around the block enough to know. Or been with a woman for half of their life. So all they know is that woman. So they only go by their ways. But when you've been around and you know a lot of women ways and you got family members and you just been through a thing, that's why I speak the way I speak. It ain't from me having a whole bunch of women or none of that. It's from me just living a life and being in the mix. Whether people think in the mix mean you've been with a lot of women. I ain't even talking about that. I've been mixed in life. You know what I'm saying? That's how I know all the things I know. It ain't about having a whole bunch of women. You know, I've had my fair share of women, but it ain't be like, oh, I know all these things because I was with this girl, that girl, that girl. No, I just know life and I know female nature, whether they want to uphold to it or not. You know, I know your average female's nature, and it ain't all, but it's most. So that's why I speak to the points I speak of. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not always right. You know what I'm saying? But I know I went on a diatribe of something else. But yeah, to answer your question, we need more people to point out our shortcomings. And we need to get better as a race. Just period. We just do. And I know it ain't all of us, but we just got to get better. We can't look at BS and be like, oh, it's just entertainment. It ain't that deep. Because if it's just entertainment, why is it being pushed? And why do it seem like it ain't entertainment? It seems like this is the culture. Like this is the right way to be. It's okay for a bunch of grown ass women and grown men to fight on a cruise ship. Like that's just a whole hum another day in the hood. Because people see that stuff, they laugh at it and be like, oh, it's entertainment. It ain't. This is what people look at us as, and I don't believe we should be worried about how people look at us because who gives a fuck? But how about how we look at each other? You know what I'm saying? So That's all I'm gonna say on that. But we're gonna get to the topic. I promise. I like to please the masses, and somebody wanted me to answer a question, so that's what I did. Let's get into. Let me see any comments. Ryan, what's the deal? Facts, bro. So true. So true. Is that Vera? Vira? I'm sorry. I butcher names on the regular. Y'all don't mind me. Uh, just try and get to y'all comments before I really dig in. What's up, bro? Savage. When you say Frankfurt, you talk about Frankfurt and Philly? I know it's a lot of Frankfurt, so I just want to make sure. But if you is, salute to you, bro. I was just down Frankfurt too. Well, not down Frankfurt. I rode through Frankfurt. Uh, Facts unique, real rap. Like we gotta be real about what it is. You know what I'm saying? That's all. Michael, do I speak for everybody? No, nope, I don't. I don't speak for everybody. Somebody asked me a question and I answer it the way I answered it. So, but no, I don't speak for everybody. People gonna do what they want, and I accept that. We're, yeah, that's true. Gotta have that self awareness. Got to. Man, speak about it, Ron. You know, people think I just throw stuff out here and see if it stick, or when I be talking about the whole female um behavior stuff, it's like a shot at women. No, believe it or not, I believe I'm saving some men that just don't know. There's guys I get messages all the time like, bro, you saved me a lot of heartache. You saved me a lot of time and effort and things of that nature. Because the stuff you saying speaks so true, but I never knew. It's like it takes somebody to actually say it. You know what I'm saying? And that's all it takes sometimes. You know what I'm saying? That's all it really takes. So it's like anti-white channel? No, this ain't that. We barely talk about race on this channel. Is that I'm sorry, I can't really see your name, but you know who you are. No, that's not it. This ain't no cape into white channel either, though. I'm gonna clear that up. We all human in this joint. We all human. We all on the same level. Somebody asked me something about black fatigue, or was it black calling out bad behavior in the blacks, and I, gave my little spill on that. But we barely talk about race on this channel. But we can, but this definitely ain't no anti-white channel. That's foolish. That's crazy. Uh, Want to be from the Spice Girls? Oh, you funny. I don't even know that. I mean, I don't even remember that song. I remember the Spice Girls, but I don't remember that particular song. That's funny though. Okay. Anonymous, what's the deal? Detroit in the building. What's up, bro? Shit. The 313 is up in this mother. It's like, no. That's my man, Anonymous. Who else? I didn't even get into another relationship. I got happier by investing in myself, X, and having peace. And that's not speaking for all men, but it's speaking for majority of men. A lot of men is finding peace by being single. And we speak to those points. It ain't all men. I know a lot of y'all in here right now, the few that's in here. Can we get those likes up? Is in relationships. There's nothing wrong with that. But if we speak it to the majority and what's going on now in 2026, a lot of guys is backing off from relationships. They don't want no part of it. It's like been there, done that. This seem the same, look the same. It's the same. Guys ain't even pressed about yams as much no more. Now, don't get me wrong, because I know somebody gonna be like, you don't speak for all of us. For the most part, men still want to get laid. I'm not gonna take it overboard. But y'all remember, like, well, some of y'all remember how it used to be where you was excited about doing the deed with the one. It ain't that no more that much. Unless like you like of the younger variety. When you're a young man, you still learning who you is. You still out in the mix. But men of a certain age that been around block ain't worried about. They like, man, I want to see what this chick about. Like I ain't like, all right, I see what she got to offer on the physical. But if her mental ain't aligning with me, if she's not a like-minded person, a lot of guys are just saying, man, thanks, but no thanks. Because it's like been there, done that at this point. And a lot of these women act alike. So that's what a lot of women don't realize. Y'all act so alike that men feel as though they've been with y'all before they even get to know you. When a guy walk up to meet a woman, and this is in the early phase, these women are talking so much alike and looking so much alike that a guy feel as though he already been with you. It's like, where have I heard this before? Where have I heard this lingo before? Where have I heard these hobbies before? Where have I heard, oh, that's your favorite type of movie? Oh, seemed like I dated you before. Y'all, it's no polarity with women. They all the same. Maybe it's just me. And I'm not even dating and not know it. I'm not even out here meeting women. I'm with who I'm with and I'm cool with how I'm doing it or whatever. But men is like, you seem like the chick I just met 2 weeks ago. Why is that? Why? Why? Like y'all obviously are different people, but something about me screams deja vu. I don't know. And that's another thing that men are having a hard time with. That's why a lot of women aren't getting approached and dating because y'all I don't know. I don't know if it's on purpose. Well, I'll tell y'all what it is. And we're going to get into the topics. Um, Women are followers. So when they see a woman that sounds a certain way, and if she got a bunch of followers, the way she talk must be decent. I'm going to start using that talk. She wore this. She slicked her hair exactly like this. I'm going to slick my hair exactly like that. She is disrespectful with a nasty mouth, but it's still guys around. I'm going to do that. I'm going to have a nasty mouth. Women are followers. I don't care what nobody say. People can say all people are followers. No. People follow just in general because we're in a following era because of social media. But women follow to the T. If they think something is decent, they're going to grab it, snatch hold of it, and take it and run with it. That's just the truth. And that's where we get a lot of deja vu with these women because a lot of women talk alike. I'm sorry. Like you think it's just a regional thing. Like I know here in Philly we have our own slang, our own accent, our own verbiage, our own cadence. That's the thing. Okay. But then when you go on YouTube and you watch a video of somebody in Virginia and they talk just like the girl from North Philly, it's not a regional thing no more. It's not an accent. It's women acting like other women. That's what it is. It ain't, well, you from Philly, so maybe all the girls around you talk like, no, no. Because I could pull up something and it could be a group of women in Houston, Texas. And they sound like they just got more of a southern accent, but they sound like the girls that live in my city. It's a gravitational thing. It's, oh, this is the template. This is the way we doing it now. And men is starting to notice that. And guys is kind of in their head. I hope I ain't speaking out of turn by saying this, but a lot of guys is feeling deja vu when they meet women because you act just like my ex. Or not even my ex. You act just like the chick I ghosted or the chick I didn't even give no time to. What's going on here? I'm telling y'all, it's like they read a fucking script and they say this is how to talk to guys. This is how to dress. This is how to wear your hair. This is how to everything. And these women take it and run with that shit. And it's to their own demise. Let me get to the rest of these comments. I appreciate y'all. I'm getting messed up. Keep the comments coming. I'm just trying to get through them so we can really dive in. McGregor, I said, yeah, McGregor, my bad. McGregor, what's the deal, bro? My man TX is up in here. Ain't nothing out here. Ain't nothing out there, bruh. As for wifey, no, I get it. I get it. Trust me, you ain't got to tell me, bro. I know. I mean, got to the point of being chronically disrespected. Well, I talked about that, and I wasn't going to talk about that in this video, but yeah, I think the disrespect from women to men, whether they're your girl or not, has been on an all-time high. Women are disrespecting men at an all-time clip. Women think they can beat men physically. Women think they can do any, like, it's just, it's wild out this joint. But I ain't even worried about what women think they could do. It's more of, that's not really my stance. My thing is the disrespect for men that women is going out here with is at an all-time level, y'all. We just gotta keep it a buck. And that's another problem. You feel me? That's another problem. It just is. Give me 1 second, y'all. Yeah, so um that's just another, that's a whole nother realm, and I don't want to get sidetracked, but you're right, Ron. That's a real problem. Yeah, yeah, we about to touch on that. The whole marriage thing. Because I don't get men. So it's some instances, like I told you, I just recently went to a wedding. A close friend of mine got married, and it was a nice turnout. It was a nice ceremony and all. And I do believe he got something that could withstand the test of time. So this ain't every situation, but I have to keep it real. That marriage stuff right now is for the birds, and we about to get into that. That's why I don't want to say too much, because that was the topic I wanted to touch on. Smoke, yeah, that's a cigarette. That's where the smoke is coming from. I'm not proud of it, but that's what I'm doing right now. Uh, all right, so we got some. Don't smoke in the crib, go outside. I think I'll be all right. All right, y'all. Speaking on the marriage lens, right? I believe, and I said this with my chest, and I mean it when I say it. I believe getting married is a scam. If y'all didn't see the video that I posted, but a couple days ago, I think it was. It might have been yesterday. I'm so backed up on these videos, I don't even be. But I really do, because it doesn't benefit men. Speaking to my man Ron's comment, it's like, what is? Let's be real, y'all. What is men getting out of marriage? I just would love to know. Now, I said this in the video I posted. If you're a man of high if you're a religious man to the highest extent, I get it, because religious men take that. Well, I think any man would take marriage serious. But religious men, they ain't even trying to move forward with a woman unless they marry him. So I get in certain religious realms that men is like, I can't even take a woman serious unless I marry her or is she the one for me. And I get it. I get it. You put that landscape. And then you put the landscape of the few, because I don't think it's a lot, but the few young men or men of a certain age that want kids. And they feel as though they don't want to have kids out of wedlock. And you want kids that bad. That those two things, they the only benefits to some, because I ain't even gonna say that's even extra stone, of getting married. More than likely, if you get married, if you want kids, you're gonna have kids. Unless somebody's whatever is off. Or that woman don't want kid, which you should have courted and vetted that and knew that. You know what I mean? So I'm not even gonna go there. What I'm saying is, if a man that really wants kids, yeah, you're gonna have some kids. Other than that, what is we talking about? Because like I said, the marriage benefits the woman. And I don't have a problem with marriage benefiting the women, but it don't benefit the man at all. That's my thing. With most, not all. I ain't even gonna say most. With a lot of marriages. We gotta keep it a buck. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of men go out saying this: I want to get married because I like this woman so much that I want to make her happy. And my rebuttal to that is, just being straight up, is happy. Women, most women are never happy. Now, if you feel as though you got a diamond in the rough, that's why you marrying her, then shoot your shot. Do what you do. Go for the gusto. I don't know what you do, so that's different. But women, just in general, from me, y'all tell me if I'm wrong here. And obviously, I'm not saying all women, but I don't know no woman that's just purely happy. I gotta keep it a buck. At least they act that way. They act like because with most women, there's never enough for them. I keep it real. I don't care what people think or, oh, you put a small fraction. No, this ain't no small fraction. Y'all, like, the people that go against me must ain't never been with no women. They must ain't never been with no women or been around women. But I know, and this ain't just in my personal life, that women switch. They are happy when they're like, they are happy when they're getting their way. That's when they happy. And what I mean by happiness, fellas, is a woman is never really truly happy. You could do the moon, the stars, and the clouds. She's gonna be happy for 24 to 48 hours, maybe a little longer if it lingers. But your average woman that I know is happy for circumstance, and then when things become mundane and lethargic, it's you can't do enough for me. Okay, that was last month. And this is why I tell men, I suggest to men, stop doing stuff for women. Not saying it in the all grand all be all. Because I'd be lying if I say I never did nothing for a woman and aren't currently doing nothing for women. I'm talking about, y'all know what I mean. Stop making that your aspirations and goals in life to make this woman happy. You are fighting a losing fight, bruh. Do what you do. Be a man about yours. And if that woman is deserving, do whatever you do for her. I would never stop a man from doing what he got to do for his woman. But we keep it real on this channel. All that I live to serve her stuff is bullshit. I live to serve her. That's bullshit because she don't live to serve you. I don't care how many times she rubbed your feet. I don't care how many times she rubbed your back. Your purpose in life is not to serve no woman. Now, I don't know what your purpose in life is. Everybody got their own purposes. But I would never tell a man, your purpose in life is to serve that woman. No. It's to be a good man to that woman. But all that other stuff that these guys and these gurus be telling men, and men be going with it and going for it, I'm telling y'all. And most women are the same. There are some unicorns and some caveats. And it do depend on how the woman was brought up. And how was her parents and who raised her. And what house type of place she grew up in. There's a lot of things that go with it. I'm not like turning that out of that fact. It is true. How a woman comes up mean a lot. I know women that came up in the worst predicaments ever and turned out to be great women though. And I've known women that grew up in great predicaments and turned out to be pieces of shit. So it ain't always as cracked up as it's cracked up to be. Sometimes it's what's inside a woman. But we speaking to the majority, and your average woman, it ain't no happy. She's never happy. She's never happy. I'm sorry. She's going to be happy for the thing that you're doing. And when that is over, it's like, what have you done for me lately? And that's not just marriage. That's women, period. That's women. That's women. You know, now they'll be devoted and all them things if they really rock out with you. Women show signs of love. They love men and they do things for men. I'm not saying women are just awful people. But a lot of guys like to go out with this thing of it's about making the woman happy. And then, which really grind my gears, is they talk about that happy wife, happy life stuff. And it's like, for one, a woman is never happy. But here's my biggest problem with happy wife, happy life, y'all. First of all, our OGs lied to us because they was the ones that really brought it out. And then now it's starting to transpire in today's times because some men is believing that junk. Happy wife. People think that happy wife, happy life means you get the woman, whether she's your wife or not. Because it's used in the marriage terms, but it goes for just any relationship, any serious relationship, I'm going to say. If you're dealing with a woman on a serious level, that's considered happy wife, happy life too. So just in general, this ain't a marriage thing. But where people mix up is happy wife, happy life. Keep the woman happy, therefore you will be happy. That is a lie. I stamp it. Anybody could go against me on that. That is a lie. I know good women that's a lie too. That's a lie for too. See, that's how pertinent that shit is false. Happy wife, happy life is trash. Happy wife, happy life really means keep a woman happy, whether she your wife or not, but especially if she your wife. Keep her happy, right? And then she won't make your life miserable. That's what it really means. So I don't know too many men that want to sign up for that. Like, hold up. All right, I like this woman. I just gotta keep her happy, even though I know she's never happy. But let's put that out the picture that she's never happy. But okay, I just gotta keep her happy, and as long as I keep her happy, she won't make my life a living hell. I don't know too many guys that would sign up for that. They be like, let me hit it one more time, but I ain't getting with her. That's what most men is gonna say. They're not gonna say I'm gonna put a ring on it, or I could go for that because I know I can keep her happy. Even simps wouldn't sign up for that, and that's what happened. I'm telling y'all. You heard it here first, or maybe somebody else said it before me. That's what happy wife, happy life mean. When the men say it, when the women say it, when anybody say it, that's what it really means. If you really look into it. It don't mean I'm going to keep her. And I know I'm going deep on this, but I really want y'all, the few that don't understand, to understand. It don't mean, let me go into this relationship. I like her that much. There's nothing wrong with liking a woman, loving a woman. None of that. There's nothing wrong with that. I like her that much. I want to make her happy. Well, just know, happy wife, happy life. Well, what you mean by that? As long as I keep her happy, she gonna keep me happy. That's what guys think. That's what or people think. That it's like a fucking tall tale at this point. As long as I keep this woman happy, she's gonna bring happiness to my life, and we just play off each other's happiness. No, I know it sounds great, but that's not what happy wife, happy life mean. It mean keep her happy. She's never happy. But let's say she is the type to be happy, but she's not. All right, go jump through all those hoops and become a magician for her. There's going to be times where you don't got it and she going to want it because about keeping her happy. Keep her happy, and as long as you keep on doing that, she won't make your life a living hell. She won't make your life miserable, especially if she's your wife. That rings true more when she's your wife, because when a woman is your wife, obviously she has more leverage. We got to keep it a buck. So it means it for regular relationships too a little bit, but it mainly means it for marriage. And I don't know too many guys. I'm gonna say there's a few. There's some simple of the year guys out here. So I ain't gonna say no guy, but going in that knows the true slogan of happy wife, happy life. I don't know. Now he might knock it off one more time. Damn, it's pretty good. I don't want to just back off. Can I hit it one more time? All right, you can hit it one more time, but is you going to take her up on that offer? You going to be with her? Hell no. Because that means I got to keep her happy knowing that she's not happy. And the only benefit I get from it is her not making me go crazy. That's what happy wife, happy life is. Like, I don't ask nobody. You heard it here. Sell that out to any logical woman. I bet she would even agree. Yeah, that's what it really is. And they'll say, I'm not like that, though. They got to add that in. And she might not be like that. But if she's a true woman, a real woman, she might, yeah, that's pretty much what happy wife, happy life. I won't make your life a living hell, motherfucker. If I'm upset, yo, you damn sure gonna be upset. This is women, and I'm just keeping it real. And I'm not trying to rewrite history. This ain't nothing new. This was like that in the '80s. It was like that in the '90s, and it's damn sure like that now. That's what happy wife, happy life is. She won't make your life miserable, bro. So you want to sign up for that? Cool, be my guy. Some guys is that, submissive in that way. At least I got a woman and all that. Like, that's your claim to fame. At least you got somebody. Damn. So that's what it is, y'all. And y'all tell me how y'all feel about that, though. But I do believe, like, not to get off rail here, marriage is a scam now more than ever. And you talk to a guy that believe, yo, I'm going to keep it a buck, y'all. I believe in marriage. That's probably why I've never been married. For one, I know the happy wife, happy life stuff on a lighter note. But in real time, I take marriage serious. So if I'm going to marry a woman, it's for life. I know y'all heard about LeVar Ball and his wife. I think she divorced him after 30 years. Like, it's no like, and I don't know the ins and outs of their relationships. I know she had a stroke, and he was right there at her side through that stroke, and now all of a sudden, will it be y'all? And we're gonna get to another topic after I read y'all comments. Women have this thing. This is new. I will say this is more modern. Where women, when they in a long relationship, it's a social media thing where they see all these women living their best lives and they be like, I've been married for 20 years. All I know how to do is be a mom. All I know how to do is be a wife. I want to get my turn up too and all this. Even though they probably have been on all types of trips with their husband, they done probably did all types of things with their children, all types of things that you would think is noble, but they want to be a hot girl summer so bad that married women is seeing this. Now, a lot of them ain't leaving their husbands for it. They'll cheat on them while they go on a girls' trip and turn up. But it's some women that saying, I don't know if I want a family anymore. That is a thing now, where women is leaving their families. Because social media said it so. Because I'm seeing all these women, and some of them is up in age, and look, man, they look like they having a good time. They look like sluts, but they look like they having a good time, though. I want to be that woman. All I've been doing is being a wife for the last 20 years. There's women out here saying that and leaving their current situation. That is fact. And then you got the other half that see that and love it and be like, all right, I ain't leaving my situation, but I'm going to do some raunchy shit on the next time I go on a trip because that looked at fun. This is what women is doing. And then you got women preaching to other women, to young women, I'm going to say, stuff like, oh, get ran through first and then find a guy. See, what's happening is women are fucked up in the head. And a lot of women want to be men. I ain't going to get sidetracked on this. A lot of women, they hear the stuff. Sow your oats and all the things that men been doing. And I'm not saying it's right for men to be gigolos or pimps or nothing like that. But we know what been in history, what been going on for years, decades, that young men ain't trying to get attached because, you still young or whatever. And don't get me wrong, that is somewhat true for women. Don't get too attached while you still young. It's somewhat true. But a real woman, if she trying to give a young woman game, listen, you're not going to be in your early 20s forever. This is your best time to meet the best guy you possibly can meet. Because when you turn 30 and all that, you still probably be attractive, but you ain't got no leverage. So you might want to meet a nice guy now. Okay, you might have had a few dates. Maybe you done had a couple rendezvous. But listen, all that trying to be a whore and slut it out first and then meet a guy. Women actually give other women this advice. They tell young women, the ones that's actually in their prime, the 22-year-olds, don't get too attached to a guy too quick. You want to get used and abused first. I swear to God. You want to go through some men first and then you'll find your prince and all that. No. Instead, you should be telling her, all right, look, nobody's perfect. Not saying go out here and you're going to meet Prince Charming tomorrow. You're probably going to meet here and there, and it might not work. But you might want to find somebody while you're still in your prime. That's what real women should be telling 22, 23-year-old women that still got things in their favor. Because ain't no men checking for these, I mean, and you talk to a guy that I mess with women my age. I'm not out here looking at 22-year-olds. But I even know the best time in a woman's life, as far as a grown woman, is like 20 to like 24. It goes down quickly, especially if you add in kids. It just does. And I'm not saying this to be smart or nothing. It does. Ain't no you got all your life to find it. No, you don't. Don't no guy that's worth something with no 38-year-old, 3-kid having baby mom. They don't. They don't. But they tell them, oh, get ran through. Have a hot girl summer. Do that, do that, do that. And by then they already washed up. And guys see it. We see it. It's in the eyes. They got that crazy death stare where it look like their soul is going. And you just know. You would trip off the whole plot, baby. I mean, you done been through a ringer. Guys ain't really checking for that. They might knock it off, maybe take it off, maybe have some fun. But you ain't no prize. You're not like the prize. You're not nobody's prize. You had that chance, and you rather slutted it out. You know you slutted it out, and you got ran through, and you probably got a kid or two now, or maybe you don't got no kids. You ran through is ran through. And your average guy is like, no, I'm going to do the same thing the other bulls did to you. All right, I'm going to take you serious. And that's how it's going. So it's like the messed up game that women is giving other women too. You know? But I don't know. Y'all let me know. I don't think it benefits the whole, as far as the marriage talk, I don't think it benefits guys. I really don't. Where we at with the comments though? Hit that like button, y'all, please. I know I keep saying it, but at this point I have to, because the powers that be has cast a shadow over your boy where I'm not even in the algorithm. So, damn, one of your homies got divorced, Ron. His ex destroyed him financially. Yeah. Let me tell y'all something. The marriage thing, that's just another reason, because it don't favor you if things do go left. You ain't got no upper hand on that. She do. Divorce courts cater to women. Alimony caters to women. Child support, we know they cater to women. So we gotta keep it above. And I'm not saying this to be mean or make men hate women or make men not want to get married at all. I'm just saying, if we really think about it, you got to really know you got somebody to even attempt to become engaged to one of these women. A modern woman, unless you found a Renaissance woman or something. Otherwise, these women ain't they barely worth committing to. Like, I'm sorry. They're barely worth committing to. They are. So marriage shouldn't even be, you know. I see your comment. I see it. Wild work, hey, exactly. My man McGregor. Who else in here? What the stream about? Is this? Can't pronounce your name, but we just talking. It's not really no real topic. We talking about life in general. No real topic. Connected with him, build successful business. Okay. I can visibly see how. Wow. You know damn well this ain't no mega hat, but all right. Thanks, Bill. Bill's Mafia. Oh, you up there in Buffalo, bro? You in New York? You in Uptown, bro? All right. Man, my Philly people definitely showing up and showing up. I appreciate that, man. All right, Ron, I appreciate you. I know I'm late. You probably going by now, but I appreciate you. Um, Women be minding their own business. Sound jaded. Oh, listen, you got right to your opinion. You have the right to your opinion. Hazel, how you doing, sweetie? Uh, why people keep having these conversations about women. Let them learn their lessons. No need to keep explaining stuff. You know what it is, Angel? This ain't really a lash out to women. I don't even have a lot of women, females that follow my channel. This is for men. I'm explaining my channel. Not because I think I have to, but just to get an understanding of what this is. My channel isn't to sound alarms for women and let women see this is what y'all doing. Y'all messing up. My channel is to bring awareness to men and maybe some women that maybe just don't realize it or ain't in the loop or whatever. I ain't gonna say my channel is just for men, but the main focal point of my channel is to spread awareness to men that don't know. You'd be surprised. Just because we got social media and it seems like everybody in the loop, everybody not in the loop. Some guys only been with one woman their whole life. Some men are virgins. Some men is not in the loop at all. Even the men that are in the loop just don't have that awareness. So what I do on my channel is spread awareness to men that don't know. That's my main point. That's my main concept of this channel. To keep it a buck. This ain't this. No, women is going to be women no matter what. I'm not trying to see let women see this is what they doing wrong. Women know exactly what they are. I mean, they know, but there's a lot of men, believe it or not, that don't. So it's like there's a lot of men that don't, that haven't walked in my shoes, hell, anybody's shoes, that haven't seen some of the ordeals or the examples that goes on a regular basis with women from an unbiased place. Because here's the thing, I love women. I absolutely adore women. I just like the good ones. That's the only difference. I don't like sluts and whores and thots and ghetto bitches. I don't. I use them. I would use one and get my rocks off with one. I sure probably would. But I don't put bad women on the pedestal. I don't. I think it's disgusting and it's not the way it should be. But other than that, I admire women. I started this video with saluting my daughter just turned 18. My mom not here, God rest her soul. I loved her. It ain't just a family thing. I got women in my life right now that I genuinely love. So this ain't a hate women. This ain't let's sound alarms for women so they can see we not taking they shit. No, this is to give men that don't know that awareness and those examples from a guy that been around and from other guys that put their stuff out here. That listen, it ain't all it's cracked up to be. It ain't that deep. It ain't that deep. It's going to be what it's going to be. Move accordingly. Or, at the same like, do what you want. Because men are going to do what they want, whether I say what I say or not, too. I'm okay with that. But, you know, it is what it is. I ain't get as far as I gotten with no alley-oops and no big ups. I ain't got no big homies in this shit. This is all I have. It is YouTube. And I think what I'm doing is pertinent in society because it wouldn't be where it's at. I wouldn't be 400 plus videos in. I wouldn't be closing in on 9,000 with no nothing. You can't find me on TikTok. You can't find me nowhere else but here. I don't have nothing. So it's doing something. And I'm not singling you out trying to come at you. I'm saying that because there's a lot of people that don't get what this channel is. It's usually women, and it's okay. This ain't to give women, oh, y'all just don't know. Men ain't taking y'all stuff. No, this is to give men awareness from other men's testimony in life that this is what, this, I'm double talking, but y'all know what I mean. This is what it is. This is from an unbiased place. I don't get nothing out of this. I don't get nothing of significance by telling my little stories, going on my little diatribes. I get nothing. There's no lies in it. There's no bias. There's no hurt. There's no anger here. I'm cool, but I do want the male gender to get a little better with how we carry it. Because I think we going in the wrong way. We going backwards. We are walking backwards. Because there's a lot going on in society. And that's more of what it is, though. That way, hopefully, it clarify a little bit for you and others. Like, but that's what it is. Women gonna do them. Trust me, I know. When this ain't stopping women from being the sluts that they are. Trust me. This is raising awareness. I ain't go too. Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's all it was. And like I said, I'm not saying only you out. I know there's a lot of people that don't understand, like a lot of women, I'm gonna say. Most guys understand it, whether they agree with it or not, they know where I'm coming from. There's a lot of women that just don't. And I'm not sure if you're a woman or not, but um it's just one of them things. I ain't trying to down nobody. I'm not trying to do none of that. That's not what this is. Um Thanks, bro. I appreciate that. Where we at with it, y'all? Yeah, it ain't even to explain this thing. I know. That's why I had to, I just like to be clear because people don't realize like I'm not a hateful person. I don't hate women. I had to clear that up last year when I got the crazy emails from women and men, but it was mostly women talking about oh this and that. No, I don't hate women. I love women. I really do. I just like the good ones. What's wrong with that? The problem is that most women ain't good, so that's why so many women, some women, not saying you or whoever, got problems with it because they know your average woman is not of the good variety. So it's like, oh, if you don't like women, you don't like none of us. Well, it ain't my fault that most of your gender is nonsensical. That I like the few good ones, and that's what I put myself around, and I put on the pedestal and praise. I'm not praising prostitutes though. I don't do that. But yeah, we gonna move on to the next part of it. You say Jesus love you, because that lines me up for the next topic. Believe it or not, y'all. Um, that we acknowledge that is a problem going on with behavior, right? But we also acknowledge that while it's a lot of bad behaving women, there are some good, right? It is. I'm being real on this. There are some good women out here. But here's the thing with those few, because really a few, there's only a few good women, that I believe a lot of them are faking it. I put that video out last week. I believe there's a lot of bad women playing good for said situation, for a certain guy, or a certain position, or a certain whatever. It don't even have to have nothing to do with a relationship. I tell you all the time, I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe that most women are great actresses. I really do. I've seen some hell of a performances by women over the years. That when you just sit back and you know who they are, and then you just see how they are, how they acting in a certain light, you be like, damn, Meryl Streep would be proud of that. Angela Bassett would be proud of that. I mean, my goodness, that's a good job. Well, believe it or not, it's like that times 10 when it comes to a certain man. And I believe these good women that we know exist, some of them, not all, are faking. I really do. And it's just one of them things. Because my biggest example of that, well, not my biggest, but one of the examples I touched on in the video was, I ain't gonna single this woman out, but I'm just gonna use it in a way that most people understand. When women like to say, I refrain from certain things when I'm in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? When you meet the woman, how many times you guys have met a woman or talked to a woman, and they be like, see, when I'm talking to somebody, I don't do this. When I'm actually in a committed, organic relationship, a monogamous relationship, I don't do all that. That's doing too much. And it sounds good, right? At first. And you be like, okay. Yeah. But when they go on and on and on, and then it gets you to thinking. At least me. Y'all know I think second level sometimes. I'm gonna keep it a buck. And it really gets you to think, well, wait a minute. Cause she over here flexing her muscles. And it's fine. It's cool. But she over here flexing her guns. Talking about how she don't post sexual pictures on the internet when she in a relationship. She don't bar hop when she's in a relationship. She wasn't there. She don't go on crazy erotic girls trips and do all types of that stuff that she knows happened. Yeah, they went last. I ain't go because I was with somebody. I don't. When I'm in a relationship, I stand firm. I refrain from anything distasteful. Well, guess what? This is me. Y'all tell me if I'm crazy. I don't think I am now. What it then tells me is, well, if you wasn't in a relationship, you would. And you ask a woman that and they get stuck because they don't know if it's coming from a slight or, and for the most part, they're like, well, yeah, I mean, and the only thing they can really say is, I'm grown. I'm single. But here's the thing, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But then I can't look at you as no catch, no good woman, no none of them things. Because you're the same, because if you wasn't in a relationship, you would be that unruly person. That's pretty much what you're saying. Tell me if I'm wrong, y'all. And I'm going to simplify it. Because I know I can't be the only one. You meet a woman and they talk about how good they are and how different they are. And that's fine. There's nothing wrong with that, right? But I got you. A lot of times they say these things that they didn't do, that they won't do, and then they go along with the, oh well, I wouldn't do, I only did that because when I'm with somebody. When I'm with somebody, I would never. And you like, wait a minute. You would if you was with somebody, and you was if you was saying, I'm getting sidetracked, y'all. That mean you would. So that mean you are that distasteful person that a lot of people deem irrational, not logical, entitled. You have distasteful traits about you that your average guy ain't going for. And it's just true. It is true. So I say that to say, going back to the faking it, a lot of women like to say they're this and that, and they're not. They do it because I like this guy that much. I like this guy that much. I'm not doing it. And don't get me wrong, is it because on the contrary of that, is a lot of women that don't give a damn. They gonna be whatever they gonna be, whether they with a guy or not. Now that's crazy, but it's like she keeping it real. But that's where a lot of women mess themselves up. And I went back and forth with a woman via email for that very point. She was like, all you do is talk about women, how they unruly, how they're this and that, how they're doing this and doing that. But it ain't all women. I said, sweetie, it's not all women. I say that all the time in my videos. I said, trust me, if it was all women, the earth would be underground by now. All women act as crazy as we see. It ain't all, but it's a lot. And she went on to say, well, I'm the type. When I'm in a relationship, oh man, I don't go out. I don't do all this unruly stuff. I don't I don't post like the nasty freaky photos that I usually post when I'm single. I stopped doing it, and I had to tell her, listen, you're answering your own. You show me that's pretty much who you is when you not with nobody. And the only thing they only come back because they don't have a comeback for that. So that second level thinking, that's stuff that men usually don't call them on because they used to men caping because men want, I want to get with you. But your average guy won't say that, and the only comeback they can say is, I'm grown. I'm this, I'm that. Tell me where y'all heard that. Or not because I'm grown, I'm single. Give me 1 second. I'm single, I'm this, I'm that. That's what a lot of them do. And it's wild. It is crazy. Sorry, y'all. Let me just respond to this. 1 second. Yeah, so it's one of the things that when you really think of the the behaviors that come along with that stuff, you just be like, yo. And this is what a lot of men got to choose from. Sad, but it's true. It's sad, but it's true. What y'all think about that? I got sidetracked, y'all. I got this message. I had to respond to that, though. Tell me what y'all think about that topic. Hold up. Let me fix. Come on, man. I'm out of here, bro. Some people just don't have no life, yo. Um, see what y'all think about that. I want the comments to refresh after all that. I mean, you gotta get used to the somewhat not get used to, but somewhat expect the trollers to get in here with all that mess. And what it do is it throws the live off, but I ain't gonna let it throw me off. Let it But yeah, man, it's just wild. It really is. I don't want to move on to the other topic until I know y'all off of this one, but that's why I was waiting for comments. But if we don't, we can move on. We've been in here for an hour and 15 minutes, hour and 20 minutes almost. Hit that like button for your boy. Been here since 5, yeah. No, 5:15. So yeah, like an hour and 20 minutes. Hit that like button for your boy. I'm trying to get that off my screen. I'm from um I'm from Philly, bro. I'm in Philly. I know a lot of y'all probably gonna watch some BET Awards tonight. Anybody watching that tonight? The BET Awards. I'm not. Well, I don't. I ain't gonna lie. I might watch it because the boy Drewski gonna be on there. I like Drewski. I like Drewski. He funny as hell. So maybe I'll watch little parts, but for the most part, I ain't gonna know none of them artists. Obviously, I'm gonna know them because I heard of them or something, but I'm sure it's gonna be like a lot of like new artists on there, and I don't really follow any new artists. But I will watch it for the bull. I think he's gonna be hosting. But we're about to get on to this next topic. World Cup. I ain't gonna lie. Soccer not my thing. I know the FIFA was here in my city. Well, no, they still here. So a lot of people was into it, but soccer not really my thing. All like that. I watched a little bit of it, but not enough to really root for nobody. Or obviously USA or something. I don't even know if they in the finals or whatever the brackets is now. But Derek, my boy, what's the deal, dog? So no, I'd be lying if I act like I've been watching the World Cup. No, I'll be happy when they leave though. It's been a lot of y'all know I drive for a living. It's been a lot of traffic and stuff ever since they been here, which comes to expect. You know, you come to expect that, but it's been whew, it's been an ordeal for me. Like regular people that probably work regular 9 to 5s, they probably haven't felt it because they at work. But me, I'm driving around all over the city, in the outskirts of the city, for a living. So you know, I definitely see it. Another thing I touched on in the video, we're gonna get to the next topic. Last week, a few days ago, was tell me how many of y'all noticed this. How many of my fellas and ladies, if y'all want to chime in on this topic, feel free. How many of y'all notice that it seems like you get more action when you in a relationship? I mean, raise your hand if you're sure. I'm going to raise my hand on that one. Full disclosure, I'm going to raise my hand on that one. How many of y'all in your years, in your dating years, and your livelihoods, and your whatever, seem like you get more attention from women when you're actually in a committed relationship? I do. I do. Full fledged. Now, here's the thing. I don't think that's just because a guy sends off a lure that he's in a relationship. I don't think a guy sends off a certain glow. While those things are prevalent in it, I think that has a lot to do with female nature, female toxic nature, because what we know about women. Women like a challenge. Women like toxicness. Women like drama, right? I believe that guys have a more glow to them, not physically, but mentally to women when they know you're with somebody. And what I'm going to say is not only shame on them, but it just goes to show not all. This ain't even, I don't even know, this ain't even like 60% of women, but there's a lot of women that goes for that stuff. They want a challenge. Why do you think women get bored so easily? Because things that are status quo is cool for a little while, but after over time it becomes too lackluster. They want excitement. They want them stories like they hear in the movies and in the books and in the TV shows and the soap operas. And I believe for some women, I'm not gonna say this is all women or even most, they get a high off of the whole sneaking around, the whole only call me after a certain time, the whole I want to see you this weekend, fuck that bitch. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm telling y'all what I know. Now, your average woman, her goal is to have a guy of her own. For most women, I don't think I'm breaking those news by saying that. The average woman wants a guy for her own, yes. But when a woman gets in a certain state of mind where I can't get one of my own, I wouldn't mind messing with this woman's husband. I just wouldn't. I know too many women that's just like that. They might not live their lives in that way. But I think I know, I think, how can I put this? Every woman that's 30 and up done dealt with a guy, not every woman. Most women 30 and up done dealt with a guy before that they knew belonged to somebody else. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. At this point, I gotta say that. I got to. I got to. I got to, y'all. Your average woman that's 30 plus, unless she been married all her adult years, done dealt with a guy that she knew had somebody else. Because women seek excitement. Women seek that. They just do. And this is not me big upping women. This is me saying this is just another knock to their gender of how diabolical they can be. Because I don't believe it's, oh, I like him that much. Sometimes it could be that. A lot of women like a guy so much that she will deal with you if she know you got somebody. That happens every day. But I believe women strive more for men that, first of all, he's seen. A lot of women feel as though this man is already domesticated. If this woman been with him for 3 years, he gotta be domesticated in some type of way. Women strive for domestication, believe it or not, too. He must be good with kids. She got 2 kids, so he gotta be good with kids. And it's not in an endearing way. A lot of women just like to go for the guy that has somebody. Now, I'm not saying she's going for it on purpose, but if it's so be that it happens like that, they not turning the naked out of that. If they like the guy enough, if they don't find the guy attractive at all, they probably like chucking the deuces. But I'm talking about, oh, I find him attractive. I heard he got a wife though. Damn. I'ma still go for what I know. This should be interesting. This should be a challenge. I'm going to see how much attention he gives me over her. That is a thing with women. I don't care what anybody say. Now, is there some women that don't think on that level at all? Yes. But for every one woman that don't think on that level at all, it's 3 that be like, I probably would. It got to be the right guy, though, and all that. This is women for you, fellas. This is women for you. So the next time you think, why every time I'm with I finally got this chick and we rocking out. Now this shorty come out of the woodworks. Or my ex want me, or my baby mom want me, or this person want me. Don't think just for a second, oh, it's just because, no, it's because you're a challenge. She looked at you in an endearing way on a level of dysfunction. Shit, I can see it now. Shit, he probably gonna tell me to come through to the telly. Telly dates, car dates, 3 a.m. check-ins at Holiday Inn. All that stuff. Women live for that stuff, y'all. Just to let you know. Women love creeping. Women love creeping. I'm sorry. Some women like that shit. And some men will dilute it just by saying she just like me that much. No, it ain't just you. Does she like you in some type of way to even go through all this drama? I ain't saying she don't like you, but it ain't just that. It's the fact that you got somebody. And she want to see how much you willing to tiptoe around it. How many lies is you willing to tell that woman? How many times is you not going to answer her phone call because you with me? Women really crave that stuff. I don't care what people say. Oh, you crazy. You watch too many. I only watch soap operas. I know women. And I go by what is real every day. What I hear women talking about. What I hear women is proud about. The things that this is what they talk about. And it's a fact that women like the unknown. They like a mystery. And it's like, okay, this is something that's going to keep me on my toes. And there's the competitive spirit in women. Women are high competitive. Highly. If they feel as though you got another chick that's such, they're going to try to one up that chick in spades. You might not notice it, but that's what she's doing. Let me see how much his attention I can get. Yeah, I know he married, but I'm about to call him. And if he don't answer and all that. And the main reason why I put this out, because I know polygamy is a thing. I know there's a lot of men out here that got 2, 3 women. Next time that woman come at you with a proposition, don't always think it's just me. And I'm not trying to bring none of you guys down, act like y'all ain't got no emotion. But what I'm saying is it ain't always because you the bomb. It's because you belong to somebody and it fueled her more. It fueled her more. It just did. A lot of women that's not happy with their partner do this. Because some of these women be in relationships that do this. And the current partner ain't as exciting as the married guy. I tell no lies, y'all. I tell no lies. This ain't all single women. It's not. It's just one of them joints that I hear a lot of guys talk about. The reason why this topic came up, because me and my homie was talking recently. And I ain't gonna bore y'all with the details too much. But he was like, bro, he just met this chick. No, he didn't just meet this chick. He been talking to this chick for a nice little minute. And things is going well. And he brought up, bro, don't it seem like every time you meet somebody and things going right, or even if they not going right, more women start to such, and we was had our little back and forth on it. And in his eyes, it was the whole, I think, once we get with chicks, we send off a lure, an essence, which could be true in some ways. Because I do believe a woman can tell when somebody with somebody, or guys send off a certain vibe when they with somebody, or married, or whatever. But I said there's also something else to that, bro. Women is just toxic creatures. Women are also just drama filled because there's a lot of women out here that go for those type of guys exclusively. They hear that you with somebody, it ain't the end of the world. They like, all right, so you like, huh? They because like I want to see how he tiptoe. I want to see what's his patterns. I want to see when he answer the phone, when he don't. And it's a sport to them. You know, they looking for that rush, that excitement, that drama, that toxicity. I really believe that. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. What y'all think about that one? You said did it happen? Did what happened to me? What you? Maybe you talk about something old. I'm not sure. You said did that happen to me while I'm putting it all on them? Who? The hell? Uh, a Thursday night side chick? Yo, y'all some funny motherfuckers, yo. I swear. Ain't nothing wrong. A little quick Thursday night type joke, right? That's what you. I hear you. Listen, y'all gonna do what y'all do. I ain't stopping men from getting yams. I'm saying the context of it sometimes. And if I'm being real in all seriousness, it can be your demise because a lot of men don't believe when women say I'm cool with you having whatever. Sometimes now, well, I will say more than ever, it is a thing because women is sharing men willingly nowadays. But it is those women that hit you with the owl mind that you it's cool that you got somebody. And as soon as they don't feel happy or feel enough attention from you, oh, they will flip the script. Don't get it fucked up. Don't get it fucked up. They will. They understood in the beginning because you was dicking them down. But let things become lackluster with your ass, or let you become a little too carefree with her feelings or with her time and all that. You don't think she want to blow the spot up? I don't mean that literally. I mean like, oh, I'll tell your wifey about me and all this. This is what women do. So let's be real on all fronts. But yeah, where we at? Buy something strange. Ain't that a bitch? Well, where we at with it, y'all? How y'all feel about that? Because it's one of them Jones, if you ask me. I'm like, man, you think about that shit second level? AR ad beard. Mm. Where we at? Where we at? Where we at? Speaking of, y'all seen the Adrian Broner, these Jones he been doing? That boy is throwing his life to shit. I was gonna do a video and I said, you know what, I'm not doing it. I'm not giving this man no more attention. What's up, bro? How you in the building? I said I'm not giving this boy no more endless attention that he already got. Talk about degeneracy, man. It's wild. It's wild. But we seen a crash out in session when it come to AB. I don't care what nobody said. The drinking, the tricking, I mean, people like he disrespecting women, but I don't even look at it that. And I'm not just saying that because I'm one deep. I'm saying that because they there for a reason. I would disrespect them too. Now, where he messing up at is he tricking on them chicks and treating them like regular. Like one chick, it looked like he was crying over because she didn't want to go upstairs with him and all that. Like, but as far as I heard somebody say, that's a shame he disrespected them women like that. They disrespect themselves for even being in that fucking house. I would disrespect them too. They all whores. Like they know they clearly whores. So I would like talk to them like shit too. That part I don't disagree with them on. But the crashing out and the drinking and getting all extra emotional. All the guys in that house, they all like overly emotional men. Like, and I get that they doing certain stuff for rage bait and for clicks and for whatever, but talk about selling your soul. Like, I don't know. Y'all know me, I'm just a little different. I can't do it. I'm like y'all like doing the most. All of them. Dean, the young boy Dean, him, Ray J on there. I saw the bull Sauce Walker on there. I'm like, y'all all like crash out type bulls that's doing shit for clicks. And I get it, y'all getting a bag. Y'all obviously getting a bag. Anytime it come across my feed, it made it all the way to my algorithm. And I don't even follow stuff like that. But once I start seeing, I'm like, wow, this shit is everywhere. They definitely getting a bag, but all money ain't good money. And to act like a buffoon in 4K is wild to me. It's wild to me. But as far as the whole like I said, somebody's like, oh, he treating them women bad. They treat themselves bad. They're in that house. Just being in that house is, you pretty much tell, yeah, I'm here for a good time. So I would treat them like sluts too. I wouldn't be as demonstrative as him, and I wouldn't be all stuck in my feelings if a chick ain't want to go to a room or something. But other than that, I would be calling them bitches and hoes too. I don't get the logic of some people. She's clearly a whore. She's in that house. You think she there to watch a movie and eat popcorn? No, she there to get disrespected. What's wrong with him talking to her like this? There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with it at all. She's there. Oh, bro, I can't call it. What's the deal, man? Same old. I'm glad you in here. Yeah, my man Sir Wellington is definitely in the building as well. Salute, bro. Yeah, but yeah, I said, damn, these guys are everywhere. They broke the internet. If you just got in though, hit the like button, please. Hit that like. Another topic I wanted to touch on from a week ago: the fact that women are never single. I think we all know that, right? But the awareness I spread in that video was that means doom for a lot of men that are in relationships. Because when we think of women never being single, we think of, okay, she's always somebody on speed dial that she got. She got somebody in the tuck that sucks. This is your average woman, not all, right? But when you really think about it, that goes for you guys, not all, but some of you guys that are dealing with women that is in committed relationships. Because the fact that women are never single goes to the fact that when she's with you. Now, obviously, when she's with you, she's obviously not single because she's with you. But that didn't don't mean that ain't no skeletons in that closet. And I ain't talking about the past. I'm talking about the current. That don't mean it ain't a guy ready to be your successor, ready to be your heir apparent if you decide to leave her or she decide to leave you. So true. So true that, who is this? Said take that head off. Why you a guy? Why would you? I mean, I'm a partake with this. Why would you want another man to take their head off? Yo, nephew, what's the deal? Now I'm gonna take my head off. Now, what does that do for you, bro? Because I'm a man, right? So, unless you're a woman saying that, that's the only way I can respect it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Me taking my hat off, okay, there you go. I don't understand. That's a crazy request for a man to give another man. Take your head off so I can see your head. Like, that is wild. And I just did it just to entertain. Just to entertain. But I see my nephew up in the building. What's no? Oh, I'm sorry. My niece is in the building. Day, I'm sorry. I thought it said Kadim. You know your names seem alike, look alike. But my niece is in the building. My niece even know what to deal with. But getting back to the topic. Women are never single, so think about it. Even for you guys that are in relationships, this is doom. This is somewhat of something that you also need to think of on the scope, because it's like, all right, what goes to say that she's not having a roster while I'm with her? Now, if you're a real one and you carry it a certain way, you should know such things shouldn't even happen on your watch. But I'm just keeping it a buck. I'm keeping it a buck. That is a thing. I'm sorry to break the news to some men that don't realize that. There's always a guy. Women can't coexist in solitude. They cannot. They can't, like, I ain't gonna say it's impossible, but your average woman wants somebody always. She gonna have a guy that she calls and tell her problems to. She want a guy that she she confides in, cooks for, have come help her fix her car. Can you call this guy for me? Cause I don't want to be used and all this old weird shit. I ain't gonna call it weird. It's life shit. But a lot of women like to say, I'm not with nobody. I'm not with nobody. I there's nothing. There's nobody. There's nobody. Fellas, there's always somebody. There's always somebody. I don't care who she is. There's always another. Now, when I say to you guys that's in relationships, that's not always somebody. It should be you and only you. I'm talking to the men that's meeting women or whatever. And women like to say, I'm single. And I know it's a formality and there's a thing. But when they go deep into it, I haven't been in a man's presence in such months, such years. It's a lie. This, I ain't talked to a guy this long. It's a lie, okay? Women are never truly single. Never, 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 never. I know a bunch of single women right now that are single because no guy is claiming them. But they had sex last week. How is that possible? How is that possible? And I'm not saying people don't have anonymous sex here. But I'm just saying. I know a woman that's single as single could be. And she been on 3 dates in the last month. I know women that are single, and she done been to, I don't know, 2 hotels in the last 30 days. Is that single? What is that? Unless a woman just having casual sex. What is it? I'm asking. I want to ask some of these women that are so single, but they got time to be in men's company at will. So this is what I'm saying. Women are never single. They are never single, fellas. And never let a woman tell you that. I mean, let her say it. Y'all know what I mean. You don't got to hold her feet to the fire on it. What I'm saying is, take it with a grain of salt. And just know. And just move accordingly. I mean, that's what I would do. Because I don't know no single women. I know women that ain't claimed by men. That I do know. If it was such a thing as far as I'm unclaimed, that's what they need to start saying. I'm unclaimed. You be like, oh, all right. Yeah, how you doing though? That's how it should go. Not I'm single. Because fellas, do not believe women when they tell you you're single. Y'all be on these dating apps and stuff. Women talk that single stuff, and they all go and say they single on a dating app. Man, I'm telling you, bro. As soon as she hang up with the date, I said hang up, but as soon as she get off the dating app, she's calling the guy. The guy that is her regular guy that she talked to, and seeing if he feel like doing something. Or is he going to step up? Or why you ain't answer your phone earlier? The girl that's single on the dating app, well, as soon as she hang up from the day, get off the dating app, there's this guy that she gonna call and ask him why he been acting weird lately. I'm just telling y'all. I'm just telling y'all. The girl that like was single, like let's say you on the dating app with a chick and you like, yeah, you busted it up or whatever, what y'all you text and stuff, and she like, yeah. It'd be nice to go somewhere and all this stuff or whatever. Like, I'm not making fun of it. For real. Like, let me be serious. But she talking to you and she telling you how single she is. And she like, well, let me get off this ad. I got your number, though. I'm going to hit you up and all that. When she get off that dating app and press the X or whatever, however you get off whatever dating app, there's a guy that she's going to call her text and ask him why he acting so weird. Why he been acting so weird. And why he hung up earlier. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling y'all, man. Stop believing these chicks when they tell you that single shit. That shit is bullshit. She's just unclaimed. She should just say, I'm not claiming. And I would respect it more. I'd be like, all right, so nobody claiming you, all right. Because you damn sure talk to men. And then a lot of women like to use this one, I got friends. They think that's endearing too. That's just a mild way of saying, I'm single, but I'm fucking people. That's not a joint either. That's for whores too. Now, it's more of the upfront variety because I would take a woman saying, I got friends more than, oh, I'm single and I don't know nothing. And I would take that over that. But what women mess that up is your average man don't play all that. Like, now I'm nobody to you, but all that friend stuff is bullshit too. Because it just goes to show you fuck different men. You know what I'm saying? Because here I am on the phone with you. We try to set something up. But I got friends. And at the end of the day, none of us is perfect. And beggars can't be choosers. I just look at the little things that a lot of men don't look at, or a lot of men don't realize when it become their demise down the road. Who would have thought that she was this way? Well, she kind of told you when she said she had friends when you first talked to her. Like she kind of kind of gave you some clues. She was somewhat distasteful when y'all first met. She was like, I got friends, and things of that nature. Women set themselves up, and a lot of times it be like a lot of guys don't see it, And a lot of times I get it, fellas. It don't be the end all be all because a lot of you guys just be wanting to get laid, and I get it. Y'all be hearing the red flags. I get it. I get it. I'm not saying every little thing. Oh, she said that. Don't talk to her, because a lot of y'all just be wanting to get laid, and there's nothing wrong with that. I get it, bro. But don't be so shocked when you see her real ways, and you be like, I never thought this was a thing, because she kind of told you day one her ways. But it was about getting laid, and I get it. I truly do. I truly do. But you can't put a lot past. You can't have a lot go over your head with a lot of chicks, because they kind of tell you who they are. You just gotta kind of see it, and not be thinking too much with your private parts. Kind of be thinking with your private parts, but be thinking up here too at the same time. And you kind of see what type of woman this is. You just know, and it's up to you. You want to go for it, go for it. I ain't stopping that. Facts, humble, Mr. Will. They tell you who they are. They tell you. But some guys be like, they ain't see it because it was about something else. And like I said, I've been there and done it. I get it. I'm no magic mythical creature that just read women a mile away and be like, be gone. Whoops, be gone. Pussy, be gone. Oh, pussy, I don't want that. Be gone. No. I don't. I'm just saying some men be so blindsided. They be like, I didn't think she would. And I'd be like, huh? What did she do that was so different that the rest of the hoes don't do? When she told you she had friends when you first met her, that was what did she do? What was so different? No, I'm just saying she wasn't different, but man, that's crazy, man. These pictures ain't. No, man, you gotta come to expect that shit, man. I mean, come to expect the regret, man, and the turmoil that it is what it is. And if it's all about getting laid, then it shouldn't even be that deep, bro. It shouldn't be that deep. It should have been like, all right, this was a given. It was just whatever anyway. I just hate to see good guys. There's a lot of good men being getting casted to the wayside. I don't like that. I got a close friend of mine. I ain't gonna put his business out there. He definitely will remain anonymous. But man, you talk about one of the good ones, y'all. One of the good ones, and he got a weakness for women. And it's like, man, I wish I had the character that he got when it comes to loving, and maybe you find that good one and all that, but he don't see through, it's like women get over on him too much, and I'm like, this is a good guy. That's how I know women don't like nice guys, not just because of his situation, just in life, but his situation definitely showed me women don't like nice guys. Because he not nice as far as being a simp and doing everything women do. He's just a good person, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, what woman wouldn't like that? And he just keep getting cast to the wayside. I'll be like, These bitches say shit. Like, I don't like that shit. It's the truth though. Women don't like good men too, y'all. Like, I don't think I'm breaking no news with that. To all you good guys out there, stop it. Stop it right goddamn now. You know what? I'm gonna reiterate that. Don't stop being a good person because we need more good people in the world. Stop being overly good to these hoes. Stop that. ASAP. It's not being reciprocated. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. What did you get out of it? And I ain't gonna say too much because I got a simping video coming soon. Probably won't be no video tomorrow. I'm gonna just give y'all a heads up. But I got a simping video coming later on in the week. So I don't want to say too much. But I'm being real. Like, stop being overly good to these chicks. Unless it's being reciprocated and you got that diamond in the rough. But other than that, I'm pretty sure you don't got the diamond in the rough. So stop doing all that extra shit for these hoes. Stop it. It's real easy to do. Just don't do it. I never understood when guys like can't stop. Cause I'll be like, you can't. Like, why? Why? I know it ain't the happy thing because we covered that. What is stopping you from doing dumb shit, being extra with these women? They can't even answer it. But like I said, I don't want to say too much because that'll waste that'll ruin the big shindig. I believe that video come out Tuesday or Wednesday, something like that. But what y'all think about that? Y'all believe women are do y'all believe women are ever single? Truly single? I don't. And this goes for the good women too. See, what people think is when I say these things, I automatically put them in a bad category. No, you a good woman, you just not single. You just never single. Take it and deal with it. So I try to deflect and make it into you trying to say that's a bad. No, I'm just saying you're not single. You just had a dick in your mouth the other day. You're not single. What am I missing? What am I missing though? Like, y'all know me. It's getting to that point where we gotta keep it all the way real. You just had a penis in your mouth, but you're single. Tell me where is that like a thing, right? I always want I never knew how that worked. Trying to figure out how that worked. Don't make you a bad one. It just mean the truth. The proof is in the pudding. You know. Humble Will said, "My take on men that move in with women." All right, let's go there. I don't think it's in your best interest. Obviously, everything comes with circumstances. It depends on your situation. And I'm not saying this like you got to be up and all that because I'm not into using women. I wouldn't. If y'all been following me, I never preach that use a woman. People try to put pimp names on me. It'd be like nonsensical women that email me this. I'm like, what about you? Me screams pimp. I'm not saying telling men to pimp women. So this ain't me saying if that's your only resort. I would never say that. I don't care if you live in a shack, bro. It's yours. I'm just being real. So this ain't. It depends on your circumstance, how you live in, and maybe you can come up off of her. No, it's all about your mental and what you're willing to deal with. Me personally, I say it's not in your average man's interest to ever move in with a woman. To ever do it. Now, full disclosure, have I ever moved in with women? Yes. Have I ever lived with women? Yes. I mean, but I'm just being real. Sometimes moving in with a woman complicates things. Sometimes moving in with a woman makes things more mundane. I don't care how much a woman say, "I'ma love you every day that you come." Okay. Sometimes moving in with a woman makes things way more lackluster and I'm just saying for things that could work. I'm not even saying this in a bad way. I'm saying like really it could help the relationship not living with a woman. Sometimes. So overall, I'm gonna say it depends on you, your situation, obviously her, and her situation. They not all created equal. But overall, if you just asking for a general answer, me, I would refrain from your average man moving in with a woman. I just would because there's a lot of things that have to go right. You know, men be quick to move in with a woman because it helps them financially. You know, no matter what is going on out here that people say moving in with a woman, you paying her bills, that don't happen. These bitches be happy if a guy go half with them. So, like, I'm just being real in the real world. Because people will spew out, well, how's it helping you financially? Now you're paying all the woman's bills. That's for simps. No real man, I don't care if he work for whoever, is paying no woman's all her bills unless they got some type of obviously deep committed relationship, kids, something. But men ain't moving in with women and paying bills, except it happens, but simp guys. We talk about regular guys. It don't happen. In real life, women will be happy that a guy go half with her. In real life, though. I ain't talking about Instagram world. In real life, if a guy be like, all right, yo, you rent $1,000, and I know that's on the low end. I'm just using it as a hypothetical. You rent $1,000, I got $5 towards it. And I'm gonna move in with you. She would jump for joy. Your average woman. The real world woman. Not the caption Instagram women. The real world women would be like, oh, all right, yeah, okay. And you'll be baby all night. You might get the best dick suck you ever got in a while from her. I'm just being real, y'all. But what I'm saying is, getting back to the topic, is your average situation where a guy is moving with a woman, that means there's a load less off of him. Because he was paying all his rent where he was at. And now he's just paying half of a woman's or none. Like, if I'm being real. So there's some guys that live with women. That's another end of the spectrum that you're not going to hear on Instagram. There's guys that live with women that ain't paying shit. And they work. Let's keep it all the way real. But we're going to keep it average. Let's keep it status quo. Your average situation where a guy moves in with a woman, he's probably paying, if he's not paying her rent, he's probably paying like a bill or two. Like something like that. Or he paying like half of the rent because he lived there. There's nothing wrong with, I'm not preaching don't pay nothing for women. I'm just speaking facts of what really goes on in real life because people got this idea that men is paying for women and all that. No, they not. Simps are. But regular guys ain't paying no chicks fucking rent. He like, what, bitch? He like, no, like, I ain't doing that. Or it ain't even brought up because she like, I don't want this guy to leave. Like, a lot of these high, mighty women, they not even bringing it up to men. They might bring it up matter-of-factly like, well, you know such. And then he'd be like, all right, yeah, I got you, whatever. I'm here. That's a noble thing. Any man should pay his way where he lives somewhere. We don't even do that. That's bum. That's bum shit. To be somewhere and you got it and you not paying, that's bum shit. But what I'm saying is, in real life, these queens that's talking all this shit, they not getting no bills paid by no guy. No, they not. The guy's just there and he helping out and he doing what he do. They use simps for that. They don't even got a guy like, they wouldn't even want a guy living with them that's like that because they really don't like them that much, if that makes sense. So it's like, all right, he doing this, but he could pay these bills from afar. Like that, I don't want that guy living with me because I don't like him enough. He's actually a real simp or whatever, you know. So, but if I'm being real, you know, to sum it up, bro, because I know I was long-winded with that. It depends on your situation. That's real rap. It depends on what you and her got going on. What's the dynamics of the relationship? What's the dynamics of if she got kids? What's the dynamics of if, like, a lot of shit. Obviously, I can't speak to a single situation because I'm not there. But if we just keep it on the surface, I would suggest to a man to think twice before moving in with a woman. And not just because of the woman being distasteful. I'm not talking about that. It could be your demise in the relationship. Because you never know a woman really until you live with her. and she never know you really until you live with her or she live with you. Sometimes distance make the heart grow fonder. I know it's an old cliche, but I think it's realness to that. I think when a woman got somewhere to go to and you got somewhere to go to, things could last longer that way. I really do. Yo, come over for the weekend, come over for the night. I'm sliding after work. That shit can work sometimes, and make a union, not a union, but make a relationship form better. Because I'm telling you, the first thing a woman gonna do is say, "Oh, ain't nothing gonna change. It's gonna be the same and all that." They say that because they really want you there. The average woman, if a woman really like you, she gonna offer you to stay at her crib. She gonna give you a key, and she gonna it's gonna start with a key, and then it's gonna go to like you can stay when she really like you. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's regular adult shit. Here's the thing: in their minds, they're gonna say all the right things because they want you there. And that's just women nature. I ain't knocking them for this. They want you there all the time because they like you that much. And that's a real joint. But you have to be the man and use your best judgment without being, belligerent about it, but like kind of thinks but no thinks, or let's see how it go, or whatever. And if it happened, it happens. That means fate made it happen, or whatever. But all that rushing to move in with a woman, and I'm gonna go to the financial part because that's what a lot of guys go to. That'd be a lot. Well, it would be less money. It makes sense because we logical. So we saying it makes sense on the bottom line. I'm paying less by moving in with this woman. I'm saving money. True. Like, okay, no doubt. But what about all the other stuff? What, like, y'all might break up because of that. I seen relationships not work because the guy moved in or the woman moved in. I'm not saying that happened every time, but it's a thing. Damn, Rich, I gotta be dumb now because I'm smoking. Um, but yeah, I think every man should have his own space because it's too many things that could go wrong. Like for the relationship part, I'm not even talking about delusional, stupid women. I'm not talking about that. This just got something to do with shit working. If it's working, if it ain't broke, like don't try to fix it, sort of thing. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you feel as though y'all too apart and things is happening on the way and y'all need to be together, that's a reason to get together. It's two sides to every coin. Like, we too far apart. Or y'all live in different cities, or you in the county and she in the city or something, and it's like, we can't even. But when there's like, oh, I could get to you in 10 minutes. I could get to you in 20 minutes. There's no big thing. You got your spot and it's working. Why rock the boat? You know? But to each his own. 1Deep215. That's my name. I don't know if I'm reading all y'all messages. I'm reading the current ones now. People just putting up all types of stuff tonight. Damn, it's Sunday, y'all. It's supposed to be a day of Sabbath. Y'all got some foul mouths, I can tell you that. Who am I to talk? Didn't I just say shit, bitch, pussy, and all that? My bad. I refrain from what I just said. The foul mouth thing is fine. But damn, y'all, some of y'all are just plain old nasty. That's what I'm gonna say. Just plain old unnecessary. Yeah, that's what I said. And I ain't gonna lie, I wasn't nothing. I just like tonight I'm feeling froggy. He talked about the cancer sticks. He worried about another man, like just like the boy with the hat. It wasn't nothing malicious. At least I think it was a guy. Now if it was a woman, okay, but um I never heard a man take off your hat. Let me see your head. Like, whoa, I'm gonna do it. There you go. Hope that helped you. But the other guy with the cigarettes is like, yeah. Let me tell y'all something. Full disclosure. I know what these cigarettes is doing to me. Anybody that been following me know I'm a smoker, and I'm not proud of it. It's a damn habit. I'm human. I'm human, okay? I know what it's doing to me. Trust me, I'm full aware. Me and my doctor is full aware of what it's doing. But, I'm gonna get through it like I got through everything else in my life. Oh, my man in Germany, what's the deal, bro? That's what I'm talking about. Some international shit going on. We're gonna bypass that. I'm good, man. I'm hanging in. We just chopping it up. We been in this joint 2 hours plus. We in this joint vibing, man. Might hit the 3 hour mark, y'all. I know I'm gonna get a lot of drop offs. I said earlier, y'all probably gonna be watching them BET. How many of y'all getting ready for them good old BET awards? How many of y'all favorite artists gonna perform in a second on the BET awards? I watch that joint from Drewski and that's it. If I watch it. Yeah, definitely putting in them hours, bro. It's a grind. I do this for y'all. I do this for y'all. I like to get these live encounters with y'all. We went over some topics. I don't know if you just got in here. We went over some topics of some videos that was posted, and we had a good healthy back and forth. So that's what I do it for. Probably be going live either tomorrow or Tuesday. I'll let y'all know now. But no video for tomorrow. Can y'all hit the like button since we is 2 hours plus in here? If you did hit the like, or if you plan on leaving, hit the like before you leave. We're gonna try to make it to 3 hours. We're gonna try to make it to like 8 o'clock. And matter of fact, let me check when, cause y'all know me. I'm real. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm real. Jesus Christ, this phone getting on my nerves. I'm real logistic with what I do. So I see here that the awards come on at 8 o'clock. So if a lot of y'all watching the awards, I probably won't be on here. I never like to try to go against something that's big that's on. And what do I know? The BET Awards ain't big to me, but I know it's big to the culture, some people. I used to be a big BET Awards fan when I was into current music, but I don't listen to no current music, y'all. I don't listen to that shit. That shit is fucking crazy. I don't listen to it. None of the male artists, none of the female artists, none of it. So for me, it would just be watching just because, and for Drewski, because I think Drewski is hilarious. I bang with Drewski. Say you not watching? Will, yeah. I appreciate that, bro. Yeah, I'm definitely a cool guy. Going to sleep, all right, bro. Yeah, you in Germany, so you on a whole different time frame. But yeah, I appreciate you, man. Let's try to make it to 8 o'clock, y'all. If not, then so be it. Try to get it in. Is my girl Unique still on here? Unique. See the cigarettes, y'all. The damn cigarettes. Oh my goodness. Um. Yeah, we. You hear? Okay. Yeah, I'm still here. Unique. I know we was rapping earlier. Do that BET thing work? Is these I know, right? Don't they be like is this some artificial intelligence going on up in here? I don't know. It's been like that all night though. I ain't even gonna lie. From the beginning, I was getting crazy comments, and I don't mind it. I don't mind because it gets deleted or blocked. And even if it is something, I take things with a grain of salt. It ain't nothing too serious that's gonna rattle your boy. But what I don't like is that it breaks up the vibe of the live, and I don't like that because it throws me off, and I feel as though it throws the performance of the live off. Because believe it or not, y'all, I'm here to give y'all a show. Give y'all like some people like my content. They think I'm funny. Some people like my content because I'm real, thorough. So I try to bring that, especially in these lives, because what you get on the live is different from what you're gonna get from a video. A video is pre-recorded, and I can edit, which I barely do, but I can edit if I want. I can doctor it up. This is me, so I try to give it to y'all, the way I give it. And sometimes the comments can get in the way with the flow of the live, but it's fine. We withstood the test of time. Oh, you ain't get a chance? Okay, that joint come on at 8 o'clock. Yeah, but we uh we definitely hit on them topics. That Carnival cruise thing though, I find it like, see, I don't want to get back into the racial stuff because that's what they put. That's what they put it as. I'm speaking as a whole. Like, it's just like it shows, man, what be going on. Like, what it's happening too much. They call it fatigue. I'm gonna just keep it a buck. It's happening too much where our people um is getting besides themselves in places where you wouldn't say, like what is going on. You feel me? I don't understand that. That part I don't. I really don't. But you know, I know my man was talking about the whole moving in with a chick thing. And I'm gonna give y'all a quick story, a true story about something that happened with that because like I said, do what you do. At the end of the day, it's all about you and that person. All situations aren't created equal. Who am I, a stranger that don't know nothing that's going on with the ins and outs of one's relationship, to say it? But when I told him I wouldn't do it, it's because I remember a time where my man, my homie, this was years ago, he moved in with a chick. And he was on the variety of having it his way. He was one of them guys that didn't have to do nothing. She made it so good for him. Some women make it good for you, and we salute those women. That's the thing. I'm not even saying that tongue in cheek. I'm being real. But here's the thing. He was only there for 3 months because the woman, being though he didn't have to do nothing, he was working, but he was kind of a, let's just say, street guy. Let's keep it a buck. No judgment here on that. He was like a street guy, so he worked little like here and there, but most of his money came from what he was doing in the streets. And he was over there pretty much living rent free, which I don't condone. I think men should always pay like they weigh. I don't care if you live with your mama. You should be giving your mom some money to stay in her crib. That's just me. Now, if you don't got it for whatever reason, you don't work, you just came home, those situations happen. So it's like, I don't got it. So that's different. But that means go out there and get it though. You ain't gonna not have it for so long. See, I believe in being a man. So I believe in wherever you stay, you're gonna have to pay. That's just being real. Make a long story short, it was his demise because of that. Because she made it so good for him. I guess he dicked her down real good or whatever the case may be. And he was over there. I never forget, the reason why I'm bringing this up, because I was the one that helped him get up out of there. He ain't come live with me, but I'm just saying, I helped him get his stuff out or whatever. Make a long story short, She gave him a hell of a deal. You over here, you ain't got to do nothing. And I'm sucking and fucking you all crazy. And I'm doing all this, feeding you. She was cooking. I remember the phone calls. He was telling me. I'm like, damn, bro, you lucky motherfucker and all this. All right, cool. You know how men talk. We like, you bastard. But because of that, she made it so easy. Was his demise because she pretty much wanted to run that nigga. It wasn't no just leaving the crib without checking in. It wasn't no just, yo, I'm about to go holler at my man. I'm about to go chill with Deep. We about to have... No, it was a check-in, and there's nothing wrong with telling your chick what you're doing, especially if you live with her, but I'm saying it was on a high level. It was like mommy. It was very mommy over there. And he got tired of that shit. And she felt as though I have the right to do this because you ain't paying nothing and you ain't got to do nothing. That's what I meant by it be your demise sometimes. When moving in with these women and it sound like a sweet deal and stuff, man, women will rebel. They'll say like what you don't have to do, and that's fine. But it's going to be it's going to be a bad side to it. It's going to be, you can come over here, you don't got to do nothing, you know, but you going to hear my mouth. You going to deal with some shit. You're not just up and leaving when you want. You better call me when you get there. You better this and that. That's what I mean by they want to control. What I'm pretty much getting at is they want to control you. They any woman that is giving you that type of ride, unless you like her husband, baby father. Like, I know women that do things for men that other women wouldn't necessarily do because y'all have a bond. Y'all got like 20 years in or 15 years, a long time in. Women will give you a leeway when they really like you. They will. Not saying they can't be whores and sluts like your average woman, but women will still like you on the surface of, you can do this. You can do that. Because they find you in a endearing way on that level. But what I'm pretty much getting at is when a woman gives you a situation like that, trust me, there's a catch. There's a catch. It's not just you here, you laying up, I'm sucking your dick, I'm giving you pussy, and no, there's some entitlement and some controlness. There you go, yup. You said it, yup. They try to assume control. That is a thing. And it's like, sounded like a sweet deal, but it really wasn't sweet. I mean, she started getting possessive and extra. This was so long ago, I don't remember everything verbatim, but like start being overly like possessive and controlling. I mean, that's the only way I could put it. So when you got a deal like that, make it temporary, bro. Don't think that shit lasted forever. Do what you doing with a. Never picture your home, your safe haven on the back burner. If you do move in with a chick, keep this down. That's easier said than done because it's like, all right, motherfucker, that means I'm paying 2 rents or 2 mortgages or, you know what I mean? But then again, like I said, you go to shorty crib, she might not ask you to do as much. So if you can swing it and still keep your job, I would say that. Because I don't like to deter men from their happiness. And sometimes being with your woman is going to make you happy if you got a real one. I ain't going to say never move in with a woman. That'd be foolish by me. Every situation is different. But overall, it's something you really have to think of because that in-house pussy ain't all it's cracked up to be. Them in-house dinners ain't all it's cracked up to be. I'm sorry. I got to keep it real. It's not. There's going to be times where you're like, man, I got to get the fuck up out of here. But when you was only over there on the weekends, or only over there once in the blue, you ain't never feel like that. And there's a humane element to that. It's called life and being a man and dealing with a different personality and getting the fact that women are different from us. I get that. But you, in the back of your head, you like, damn, I should have kept my spot. Because now you're thinking of an exit strategy, and you don't have one. Because you gave up your spot, remember? Because she gave you that key and winked at you. And sucked you real good. So it was like, you went for it. Nah, like, have that in the back of your head, like, you know, or if I do it, I ain't letting my spot go. If I financially could do it, but I digress. I'm just telling y'all because I know. Even in my personal life, my homies' lives and my associates, I done seen it full blown. where living with a chick ain't all that. It ain't. It's an overrated experience now that I think about it. Because it's like, oh yeah, you got in-house pussy and you can get a meal and stuff and you can chill with your and whatever, lay up and all the good shit that we hear about. That sound good. But I'm telling you, what about them lean days? What about I'm telling you, arguments seem to happen more than often. Shit like that, bro. If we being real, we all human. All of a sudden, the little things she do get on your nerves that never got on your nerves before. And women can attest to this too. It's like, I ain't know that. Why it ain't bother me before? Because you ain't have to deal with it 24/7, motherfucker. That's why it ain't bother you before. You can up and roll when you so need be. Now you live here. And it is what it is. But I digress. I just had to touch on that point again because that's a real joy in our community. Guys don't be knowing, like, do I move in with her? Don't I? Do I take her up on that offer? It's all about you, bro. Spidey, he said the Spidey web method. That's facts. That is facts. A woman always want a guy living with her, and I don't fault women for that. I think it's their nature where they want a guy in their house with them. That's a woman, a female trait. That's real woman shit. I'm gonna tell you this: a woman don't really like you if she ain't never offered you to stay with her, to keep it a buck. Now, after a certain time, I ain't saying because you've been talking to the chick for 4 months and she ain't offer you to stay. That no, but when you got an established relationship with a chick and she got a place to live and she ain't never at least hand you the no keys, I don't know what to call that. Because that never happened to me. Any chick that I dealt with that we had like some type of lengthy relationship, them keys came. Them keys was part of it. And I'm not acting like I'm no Don Juan. Like, I'm just saying, naturally, that's how it happened. The key. I done got keys, like, like a month into the game. Like, this in my younger year, like, all type, man. Women show you. That's why I try to talk to you guys. Because women, we talk all this shit or whatever. And we love women, obviously. I mean, unless, some of y'all play for the other squad, I don't know. But us heterosexual men, we love women at the end of the day. We know they got a lot of shortcomings, but we love women. We say all this stuff, but it's like, deep down, we rock with them. We just want the gender to be better. We want society to be better. And we want more men to be aware. That's what it is. The average man, like is like me. Like, he see that all the flaws and the bullshit, but deep down it's like, all right, we like women, but damn, like, y'all just on some other shit. But I say that to say this. Another reason why I bring out videos like this, because a woman gonna show you when she like you, bro. She gonna show you, whether it's keys to her crib, whether it's just her reciprocating in the way. That's why I don't be getting how, I ain't gonna say I don't be getting, because like I said, I speak to this all the time. Every man ain't been around the block. But for some men that been around the block to still be getting played and stuff, I be like, women are gonna show you, like, the signs be there when a chick like you. It do. And just because she like you don't mean she can't be a whore either. Like, it don't. Women can like you and still be a slut. But what I'm saying is, all that shit that guys be going for and getting wool pulled over, I'd be like, bro, you just gotta see it. You just gotta see it for what it is. I see my man Malik in here. He said never, Malik was like, never move in with him. Today's woman operates like an immature man. Today's woman, you right, bro, and today's woman operates like a child. Today's woman operates like a child as well. Like, that's true too. Like, I like to look at women as children. In somewhat endearing way. I just treat them like child. Like, all right. Because for the most part, women just want to have fun. which they don't see no ill will in, but it's like they say they mature quicker than us, which like they supposed to. They do, but they mature in a different way quicker than us. Cause women don't see no realness in life. Like it's like a lot of women is pacified so much that they don't see like the realness of certain situations sometimes. I'll say that. Because I do believe women naturally mature quicker than men, but it's on a level as far as what you maturing as, if that makes sense. Because women are very playful and want to they just want to have fun. They don't they I don't know how else to put it. A lot of them act like stubborn kids. They want to get their way and shit. It's like there's too many similarities between children and women. And we talk about grown ass women too. Like, there's too many similarities to it where you be like, this is a fucking child. For real, for real. I can't even translate that, bro. He knew what it was. Latoya. He said, don't forget she expects you to perform for her friends and family too. Sheesh. You have to put on a happy face when you don't want to. Bro, you speaking so many facts. Yup. Put on the whole song and dance. Hey, Day Day, is you still on here? They, yeah, a damn free ride. And that's what it be. The main reason why I said think twice about that whole moving in with a woman, because as much pussy as she bring, as much meals as she bring, as much warmth and love or whatever, I'm not just gonna say it's materialistic, superficial, sexual things, love or whatever she bring, the peace, bro, the peace. The one word that women will never understand, most. What about the peace of when you home and wake up to just peace? Let's keep it a buck. Yeah, most women, some do, but your average woman ain't bringing no man no peace. We just gotta keep it a buck. It's always an issue, a problem, a something. Let's just keep it a buck. You ain't gonna get a whole lot of peace. Like, put it like this: even if you do get peace at the woman's house, you ain't gonna get as much peace as you had, if that makes sense. When you living by yourself, because some women won't really irk you or bother you sometimes, because they might know how you carry it. Women are circumstantial. If they know they dealing with a guy that ain't for that dumb shit, and they like you enough, they're not giving you that dumb shit. That's why I be telling guys, like, women are only going to do things that you allow and if they like you enough. If a woman has got you going, this is my biggest thing, y'all. Can y'all hear me? Damn. Let me know. Because I know I'm getting low on here. If y'all can't hear me, I might know what it is. Y'all can't hear me. I might know what it is. Give me a second. Because my mic... Y'all can hear me? Alright. Let me just do one thing. Just so that mic problem don't happen. Because I know my camera gets hot. I do got this light, so I'm going to leave it like that. Um, hopefully that's cool. Damn, hold up. There we go. Um, lost my train of thought, y'all. I hate that. I hate that. But I know where we was at. Yeah, my biggest thing when it comes to the male and the female gender, that I try to get so many men to understand. This is true, y'all. This is the realest shit I ever said tonight. The realest shit I've said tonight. If a woman is giving you grief and all this, y'all hear me? Okay, thank you. She don't like what I'm getting at, y'all. We talk about peace. We talk about, oh, she whiny, she this, she that. She expect this, she expect that, and we all been there and done that. I'm not saying these ain't valid gripes from men when it come to women. She do this. She want me to, man. I get tired of this. It's like I'm running through hoops. This is the realest shit, y'all. A woman that I ain't gonna say like you, because a woman could like you and still have you do that. A woman that don't like you on a high enough level, at least a level that's going to benefit you, where to the point where you get in the true form of that woman, that really reciprocates herself and submits herself to you. It, she's not going to do that if she like you on that level. I'm not going to say don't like you at all. That is foolish. I know women that like men and still throw them through hoops. So we're not going to go there. I'm talking about the level that we all aim to strive for. A woman that's going to be ours, and she know my program. I run a strict program, and she know what is expected of her, and she submits and all these good shit that we hear all the time. She's not going to do all that stuff if she really fuck with you. I'm sorry. I don't care who her friends is. I don't care what she see on her Instagram and her TikTok. She's not. She gonna know I value this man too much to do that. I don't want to lose him. Women ain't as stupid as we think. She might, I could easily lose him. Another woman would benefit from this guy. And I ain't talking about benefiting because you digging in your pocket all the time. I'm talking about benefiting from your ghost, your wisdom, your logic, your allure. I'm being real, y'all. It sounds mythical and all that, but I'm so serious. Women don't do that to men they really like. They don't. Even if they want to, they just can't, because it's like, he gonna see through my shit and leave me. He ain't going for this shit. He not going for that stupid bullshit that my girlfriends be doing to they dudes. I want to do it. And not saying you should be dealing with a woman that want to do that either. That goes back to what I was saying earlier. I'm just saying, y'all know what I mean. So that is like a template for every man to use. Stop getting thrown through the ringer with bullshit and trying to figure out, do she like me? No, you gonna know she like your ass. Because she ain't gonna give you no bullshit. And women got their ways where some type of bullshit gonna come, little bullshit. Like shit you can be like, all right. You can chalk to the game of her being a woman. But I'm talking about hoops and putting you in compromising positions and fucking with you financially and fucking with you mentally on a regular basis. Women don't do that to guys they like. They too worried about losing him. Even if they got options, they could get another guy. They don't care about that really, because they like, these options might not be him now. These options might not have the connection that we got. So it's like, all right, I know I could get other guys. Every woman, even there's bitches that's threes out here that could get other men. So for a real woman thinking, getting another man ain't nothing to a woman. They say it all the time, men to fuck anything. So we know, like, let's be real, y'all. I wish men just use, I hate seeing men get used. And men be like, I didn't see it coming and stuff. And I'll be like, wait, how was she treating you? And like, this happened before and you ain't see it coming? Like, women ain't doing that type shit to guys they like. I'm keeping it a buck. I'm sorry, y'all. And I'm not saying I'm not bulletproof. A woman could lie to me today tomorrow and I might not notice. I'm not saying I'm 100% see everything. I don't know. But I use logic. I use logic and I use the things I've been through in life, and I use female nature with how I move. And I'm not going to say it's impossible, but it's pretty hard for a woman to get over on me on some real shit, on some full-blown where it's hard at this point in my life. I'm keeping it a buck. So it's like, reciprocation means a lot. Women ain't doing all that husky shit and demanding, and you better do this, and I expect to go here to no guy they like. They're not. They use simps for that. They do that with men that when they meet them don't like them. They like, all right, it's something to do. He's something to do. And I probably won't even give him no pussy, but I'm going to see if he take me out and stuff. Women talk like this. They premeditated with a lot of things they do. They are. They think that shit through. All right, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to let him take me out. And I'm going to such, and all this. They plan it. But when they really like a guy, they want to be around that guy. They want to chill. They want, whatever. It's a joint. It's a thing, yo. I know I'm not crazy. But I'm a Leo. Who that? I'm a Leo. Birthday shit in 2 months? Less than 2 months? Who that? You said cooked? Who's cooked? Oh, as a society, we cooked? Yeah. Shit, hell yeah. It's cooked out here. It's definitely cooked. We know it. It's just one of them things where it's like, it's one of them things that have you in the loss for words, because we done we came so far, not in a good way. It's like, is we gone. We are gone at this point. I really believe that. I really do. But I think it could get better. But I ain't even gonna lie, y'all. I'm scared to bring up the next topic because I think we're gonna forget 8 o'clock. We might not make it to. We probably make it past 9 o'clock because y'all know where I'm going with this. Society is cooked because we value because of social media. And y'all know I'm going live tomorrow or Tuesday, so I'm gonna save some of this. Plus, I got other topics. Not saying we about to. Oh, damn! It is almost 8 o'clock. We can rock out for at least another 10, 15 minutes or so. But I'm gonna get into that on tomorrow or Tuesday's live. I know I keep saying that. I don't want to promise tomorrow and then because I gotta work tomorrow. So depending on what time I get off, I don't want to promise it and then I get off late and be tired. So that's why I say either tomorrow or Tuesday we will be going live again. But yeah, society. I said society, social media, y'all. That's what all this lead back. That's the common denominator in all this. The flaws of men and women and society, just in general. Like, but we'll talk about more about that tomorrow. Love Leos. Yeah, Leo gang in the house. Our women don't. When you say our women, you saying black women don't like us, bro? Because that's been the topic too that a lot of people been talking about too. Like how black women is treating black men nowadays. It's a thing, if I'm being real. Yeah, it's a thing. Um, you ever see like a woman reaction to sorry y'all, hold on. Like how women react to black men compared to how they react to white men. And I don't want to make this a racial thing, but y'all know what I mean. Because in my line of work, I'm pretty much, even though I don't drive a truck, I'm a truck driver. I do a lot of truck drive work, but I drive like a vehicle that a regular licensed person can drive, if that makes sense. So let's just say I'm around a lot of truckers and I deal with customer service. The women, the black women, will greet the white man on a more chill, down to earth greeting than black men. And it's a shame. You know what I think it is? And I could be out of place by saying this. It go back to women wanting to do everything we do. If y'all notice, a lot of the stuff women do is like the claim to fame that they have is stuff that men been doing, and all of a sudden is the claim to fame has been, oh, black men love white women, black athletes date white women all the time. They think white women is better. I think women are turning the script on a lot of things that have been going on. Now, I don't believe in that rhetoric. I don't believe black men think white women are better or none of that. Like, full disclosure, I look at all women the same, black women, white women, whatever. But not saying everybody is like me. I just don't believe that black men as a whole look at white women as better. I just don't. But what I'm getting at is, I believe that black women are using that against black, using a lot of stuff against not just black men, men in general, things that have been going on for decades in the male community. Now women are trying to make normal for women, if that makes sense. I might not have worded that right, I'm not sure, but y'all know what I mean. They are, and we're gonna get into that more too. I'll make sure I write that down so I can remember to talk about it. Women are taking on cultural norms that men been doing, whether it was right or wrong, and making it a normal thing for women to be, if that makes sense. I really believe that. I just do. He said, that's not a, it's a problem. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna touch on the next live because I know we already 3 hours in, or close to 3 hours. Oh, we ain't hit the 3 hour mark yet, y'all. Matter of fact, we gonna hit the 3 hour mark, so we got like 10 minutes, y'all. 10 or 12 minutes, whatever it is. But yeah, we'll talk more about it. Right. Yeah, it's wild. It's wild out this joint. That's why everything's so flippily floppy. Everything's on this turned on the axis because definitely about to shout y'all out though before we do get out of here. Before we get out of here, whoever haven't hit that like button, I know I said it like 8 times. Hit the like button for me. Please hit the like. Whoever haven't, you know what I'm saying? If you have, I appreciate you. But we gonna wrap it up. Look out for another live coming soon. Oh man. But if y'all got any last comments, I'ma shout y'all out if y'all still in here. But we gonna wrap this joint up. Yeah, we gonna wrap it up. Um, Obviously got to shout out my girl Unique. Colton is in the building. Malik You definitely brought it. Ron, I know you in here. I appreciate you. Well, was in here. I know you left earlier. Um, where we at? Okie dokie, you was in here. Trap Star in the building. Latoya, I appreciate. Is that, do that say? Yeah, Latoya, I appreciate you. Um, Day Day, my niece. Hey, Day, you must have left, but I appreciate you for checking your uncle out on this Sunday night. I definitely appreciate that. Anonymous, as always. Mr. Humble, Will was bringing it. Um, Sir Wellington, I always see you in the comments. I appreciate those comments, bro. No video tomorrow for y'all that don't know, but Tuesday, I got y'all. I got y'all. Who else? Seems like I'm leaving people out. Muhammad was in here. Sega Boy, Crystal. I'm glad you stopped by. Hazel, as always. Thanks for rocking out with me. Blaze Bradley, what's the deal, bro? Bill's Mafia was up in this joint. James Oliver, Rich. I know you probably left early. Always a loyalist. Who else? Shit. Why it seem like I'm missing people? Samuel, Max, Ray, Ryan. Solo Traveler, Kevin, and a cast, Yo Yo, and a cast of others. Y'all, we have made it. Almost 3 hours in this live. Um, if there's no other comments, yo, what's up, bro? Like the videos, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. We about to wrap up though, y'all. It's after 8. I know a lot of y'all probably want to check out the BET Awards. Um, but if not, check the playback, the replay of this video, because I'm about to sign off. Until next time, I see y'all on the next one. I'm out, y'all.